The information in this video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. Hiking and outdoor activities involve inherent risks, including injury or death. Always exercise caution, stay on marked trails, and assess conditions before proceeding. The creator assumes no responsibility for any harm, injuries, or damages that may occur. Viewers follow this guide at their own risk. Yakso Falls, located in Oregon's Umpqua National Forest, sits about an hour east of Roseburg. It's a relatively easy hike that can be accessed most of the year, and while there are many waterfalls in this area, Yakso is actually the tallest, and it might just be one of the prettiest as well. The falls drop about 60 feet over a uniquely shaped cliff, causing the water to veil and fan out in a graceful and beautiful way. Join me as we explore the lush forest trail and this gorgeous waterfall. Finding the Yakso Falls trailhead can be hit or miss depending on which Maps app you use. Interestingly, it shows up accurately on Apple Maps with the exact trailhead location. On Google Maps, however, you'll usually only find the waterfall itself, not the trailhead, and even that isn't accurate. The easiest and most reliable way to locate it is to search for Lake in the Woods campground. The Yakso Falls trailhead is directly across from the entrance to the campground and day use area. There's space for about 4 or 5 cars right next to the trailhead. If that fills up, you can park along the road in other pull-offs, and the Lake in the Woods day use area also has a larger parking lot. There is a vault toilet at the day use area, though during winter months it's often locked. The trail to Yakso Falls is about 1.5 miles round trip and is absolutely beautiful. Even in January, the forest here is surprisingly lush. Like most trails in this part of the Umpqua, you'll be surrounded by towering Douglas-fir and hemlock, a mix of both young and old-growth trees. The understory is filled with vine maple, rhododendron, which would add stunning blooms in the right season, along with moss, ferns, and a variety of other forest plants. The trail has some gentle inclines and declines, but it never feels particularly difficult. All Trails lists it as moderate, but personally, I'd say it leans much closer to easy. About halfway along the hike, you'll cross a small bridge over a beautiful seasonal creek. It's a great spot to pause for a moment and enjoy the quiet forest atmosphere. Continuing on, the landscape begins to steepen slightly to your left as the trail follows along the valley below. You'll start getting glimpses of the creek winding through the forest, and before long, you'll hear the waterfall in the distance. Soon you'll cross another bridge, round a corner, and begin catching better views of the falls through the trees. From here, the trail weaves past massive rock faces and under fallen trees. Just a little farther, and you'll step into your first full view of Yakso Falls. Yakso Falls is one of the most graceful waterfalls I've seen. It's classified as a veil-type waterfall, and this one truly lives up to that name. The water fans outward as it descends, bulging slightly in the center and cascading down both sides of the rock face in a way that almost resembles the veil of a wedding dress. The uniquely shaped cliff causes the flow to spread and soften, making it incredibly photogenic. It plunges about 60 feet into a clear, slightly turquoise pool below before continuing downstream. If you're able, and if water levels are low enough, I highly recommend trying to make your way down toward the base of the falls on the right side. During early spring or after heavy rain, the water can be too high to safely navigate, but many times it's doable. You'll need to maneuver over and under a few fallen trees, but once you reach the bottom, it's a beautiful and immersive experience. Looking up at the falls from below with the pool stretching out in front of you is absolutely stunning. On a warm day, the mist drifting off the falls is incredibly refreshing. If conditions allow, I also suggest attempting to cross the creek for even more vantage points. You'll need to carefully make your way along mossy rocks and exposed roots downstream a bit. But depending on water levels, there are often a couple spots where you can cross. Waterproof boots definitely help. When I visited, there was also a fallen tree that made crossing fairly manageable. From the other side, you gain some truly unique perspectives of the waterfall. Because of the unusual shape of the rock face, Yakso Falls can look dramatically different depending on your angle. Down here, it's also a wonderful place to sit along the calm pool before the water flows farther down the creek. On the far left, there's a striking tree with exposed roots gripping the bank. It adds so much character to the scene and provides some shade on warmer days. Yakso Falls has quickly become one of my favorite waterfalls in this area. The easy and scenic trail, the graceful way the water pours down the cliff, and the lush forest surrounding it all combine to create something really special. This is a place I know I'll keep coming back to for years to come. If you're already in the area and have time, make sure to check out Hemlock and Clover Falls as well, both of which can be accessed from the lake in the Woods Day use area. I hope you get the chance to visit Yakso Falls and this beautiful area for yourself.